Hi there, good evening everybody. It's Sunday the 7th of April, day 7 of our month in action. My brother and sister-in-law's first year wedding anniversary, so happy anniversary to you guys. Hope you're having a great day. Sorry this is coming a bit late, been a busy day. Hope you've been busy too, doing really nice things. I went for a walk and had a pub lunch with people, really close friends of mine, and I'm back packing for 2 weeks holiday, which is amazing. But packing for both skiing and sun is actually quite tricky. And so I really need a break and I really need to move. So today we're going to go on all fours. We're going to be on our hands and knees. Feel free to pad your knees a little bit and also to raise or roll your mat underneath your wrist if you need to. But play around and see what position feels best for you. We're just going to move through the spine and open through the thoracic and maybe take a little rest as well. I can then talk you through a little resting phase or phrase as well. So find a space on the floor. Go get your mat or press pause and run and get something that maybe supports you in case your floor is not very comfortable. By the way, this is the studio space at Wells Road Osteopath Studios, where you can also find me and book me. So there's lots of places here in Bristol, if you're watching me from Bristol, where you can access Pilates, one-to-one support, even half an hour, once a week to kind of support your movement. Okay, enough talk, let's move. So, you're going to come down onto your mat in all fours, hands and knees position. Lovely. So take a little moment to find your 4-point kneeling position. So your quadraped, we sometimes call it in Pilates. Really want your hands directly underneath your wrists and your knees directly under, your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Apologies, I am tired. And your knees directly underneath your pelvis. So here you are in your 4-point kneeling position, and you can play around with the hands a little bit, moving them around in the space, shifting your weight, turning the arms, just warming up the body to take body weight through the hands. Make sure you're splaying the palms like a full octave on the piano. And that's it. And then from here, when you take your focus to your pelvis and tilt, and also kind of feels like a tucking of the pelvis, tilt the pelvis in underneath you, rolling through the spine up into your cat stretch. And then inhale and open the sitting bones first. So send the pelvis away first and almost unroll or arch the back into your cow or your lazy horse. Exhale, almost push the floor away a little bit. Feel your feet in your shins and turn the pelvis in underneath you, bringing your nose to your pubic bone. Inhale, opening the sitting bones, moving from the pelvis, undulating all the way through the spine into a small extension. And again, exhale, rounding through the body. Inhale, open the sitting bones. Keeping a lovely sense of space and push from the arms and the floor. One more time for me, round through. So bringing your nose to your pubic bone, feel a sense of opening the back of you. And then inhale, open the sitting bones first, send the pelvis back behind you, and note how the spine can undulate all the way through. Feel free to take a little tail wag here. So it's quite nice to look over your right shoulder to your right hip, and your left shoulder to your left. In fact, you can get your full-on Beyonce on if you needed to. Kind of playing around with anything that feels quite nice. Great. And then bring yourself back through to this 4-point kneeling position. Exhale and come back into your cat stretch again for me. Inhale and open the sitting bones, sending the pelvis away. On your exhalation, find that sense of pushing into the floor. Keep your pelvis and tailbone where it is and slide your shoulder blades around your rib cage. You almost have to push the floor away. Just keeping this lumbar curve, so this curve in the lower back, sitting bones wide, like you're sticking your bum out behind you,
And push the floor away a little bit just to keep the ribs softening back towards the spine. Nice. And then from here, you're going to sweep your right arm up towards the ceiling. And I really want you to find that opposition. So as you reach for the ceiling, push down into the floor with your left arm as well. So find this opposition. And then you're going to exhale and thread the needle. So what's going to happen is your hand is going to go past the wrist, all the way down to the floor. Your ear might come down as well. This elbow bends and softens. And you might get the old click or clunk if you're lucky. And then push into the floor and go again. So inhale, pushing into the floor, sweeping those fingertips up towards the ceiling. And keep looking at them. Feel that sense of opening through the chest, through the front of the body. And then exhale and soften, threading this hand past that wrist. Bringing maybe the ear down. Maybe it's just a reach today, but see if you can get the head down to the floor. And one more time, we inhale, sweep the arm all the way up, reach, reach, reach. And exhale and soften. Stay down here for me, and you can use this hand on the floor to give you a little push. Opening your twist in this position. And then when you're ready, come back through into your 4-point kneeling position. So you're back into your quadruped. Take a little moment to notice how that side feels, that shoulder, those ribs, and then we move through to the other side. So then your left arm's going to sweep up towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, you might soften in this right elbow, thread past this wrist, and bring the ear down to the floor if comfortable. You might just be here today, it may just be a little bit of a reach, but you'll feel that twist in the spine. And again, reaching those fingertips up towards the ceiling. Opposition, something goes down, something goes up. Exhale. And for a third time, inhale up. Exhale and soften and bring it all the way down. This hand on the floor could give you a little bit more resistance, a bit more feedback. And then when you're ready, come back through into your 4-point kneeling position. Take your cat stretch again for me. Exhale, softening the nose to the pubic bone, rounding through the spine. Inhale, open the sitting bone, send the tailbone away. Note how the spine undulates a little bit more. It wants to move like a big wave. Come back through. Bring your big toes together. Let your knees go wide and sit back into your child's pose. So you're trying to get that sense of release and relax through the pelvis and allow your arms to reach forward. Inhale into the back of the body. Exhale, soften your breastbone. Stay in this position for me. I'm just going to talk you through some breathing. So I want you to inhale into the back of your rib cage, the sides of the rib cage for me. And exhale and soften, allow anything to release in the pelvis, maybe the fingers to have an extra little reach along your mat. Good. Go again and inhale for me, 3-dimensionally into the rib cage for me. Front and back, top to bottom, side to side. Exhale and soften. Maybe wriggle those fingers forward a little bit more on your mat. Maybe soften them. Maybe bring them by your side. I see quite a lot of people can open the back of them by bringing them by your side. Staying in this child's pose, that lovely sense of release, opening at the back of the body, and you walk your hands around slightly to the right. And note that sense of stretch from the left little finger to the left hip. Can you breathe into that left side, those left ribs, that left lung? And maybe on an exhale, walk a little bit further round to the right. Two big deep breaths here.
then walk the hands back through the center and take a moment to notice any differences between the sides of the body. So just rest here for yourself. And then when you're ready, walk the hands around to the left. Feel that sense of reach from the little finger on the right hand all the way through to the right hip. The side of the body opening, that lateral flexion, almost from our mermaids yesterday. So have that sense of reach around. Again, keep softening with every breath, maybe walking round. Can you relax your jaw? Can you relax the front of the face? And you check in with anything you're holding as you continue to walk around to your left. Big deep breath for me here. And then walk it back through to center. When you're ready, come back through into your 4-point kneeling position, your quadraped. And gently bring your pelvis back to your heels. Great. So take a little moment here to note how the side of the body feels. But more importantly, how does the front of the body feel from those lovely thread the needles? Can you keep this lovely sensation, this open feeling in the body for the rest of your evening? Take a few big deep breaths here. And notice the energy in your body just from having a little wriggle. A little cat and cow, a little thread the needle, and a little moment of child's pose. I know I definitely have a little bit more clarity to go back and tackle this packing. Yet I still don't know how much ski gear I need in comparison to how much sun gear I need. I'm not very good at that capsule wardrobe stuff. But you'll be coming on holiday with me, so this month of motion, this April action will continue in the mountains of Zermatt over the next few days, possibly on a train tomorrow or a plane, we'll see. And then in Spain, on the road, driving through Europe as well, so that's going to be a real challenge. So I'll be doing random stuff maybe by the car and side of the road and in different rooms and hotel rooms, so bear with me, enjoy it. It'll be small, it'll be something you can fit into your day hopefully, and it'll be something that'll help me combat anything I'm struggling with, skiing, driving, or chilling. I am going to do some chilling as well. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you haven't been keeping in touch with all of them, you can catch them all on Facebook. So if you don't manage to join me on my live sessions, they are on Facebook, and slowly making their way onto YouTube just for a bit of fun, so they're stored somewhere else as well. But I hope you have a lovely Sunday evening, restful, you're starting your wind down now, and have a great start to your week tomorrow. And I'll see you at some point, maybe on the road tomorrow, maybe at Bristol Airport, you never know, for our wriggle, our daily wriggle tomorrow. Take care everybody, have a great evening. Bye.